Hi, my name is Michael Sanchez, and this is my partner Robert Mendez, and we're going to tell you about our online platform. We're calling it Gigster. College students are in critical need of a segue into the workforce. Too many college students are wondering how on earth working at their neighborhood fast food restaurant is going to get them a job in a highly technical field like computer programming. Meanwhile, in the small business communities that surround every university, businesses' technical and media needs are not being met. Businesses need logos and flyers designed, websites built and tweaked, and promotional videos made. Adding professionals to payroll to do these jobs is out of the question. It's too expensive. And freelancing websites are also expensive. And with a high rate of scams, can be pretty risky. So there's a critical need for someone to do these jobs at an affordable rate. But where do you find enough people with the right skills to get these jobs done? The answer is more than 4,000 colleges and universities nationwide, and Gigster will be the platform that gets these jobs done. For business people like yourselves, Gigster will be a way to get your technical and media jobs done inexpensively. But as Robert will tell you, that isn't the only job that Gigster will do. Robert?
Gigster is going to be a game changer for local economic development. Gigster is going to be the missing link that we've been looking for in our startup efforts here in Albuquerque and surrounding cities. Gigster is going to be the magnet that attracts student talent and matches it with career-building, local jobs from local companies who would rather support UNM and CNM rather than send their business to India or Pakistan. Gigster is going to be a perfect complement to our economic ecosystem already being deployed. And it's going to be instrumental in facilitating paid gigs. The gigs that give the students the experience that they need to be competitive in the job market. Deep Dive Coders received a grant because they have the same issue. Their students need the experience coming out of their program. We're going to support these local programs by filling the void that's currently in place between the students and the local businesses who want to advance their companies and help the local communities.
With our team's entrepreneurial background and connections in the Albuquerque business community, not to mention our direct access to our student peers, there's no better team to make Gigster from an idea into reality. Thank you.
I assume Craigslist gigs is where you guys are sort of starting at the baseline, right? Is that what you consider your main competition right now? Is
Craigslist? Right. We're more specialized than Craigslist is, and we're the hub that business owners from the community are going to go to get their technical media jobs done. Not only that, support students in the community, give them experience, also give them a little bit of cash.
How do you go about building that channel? Are you just going direct to every business and getting them on board? Is that
We're going to reach out to the community, and what we've done so far is we've gone out to the community and asked business owners, would you support a program that specializes in giving the students this experience? Because the business owners are saying the same thing. We would like to hire students. They don't have the experience really. So we want to create a platform where they can create working interviews. We can test these students out, test out their teacher employees, and instead of hiring to find out it's not a fit and then have them fired.
Probably is the...
This is just a few of the cards that have already, these are businesses who've already committed to putting jobs on Gigster. They like the program, they see the benefit. So that's why we're pursuing this.
Okay. How do you guys monetize? Are you taking a percentage of these deals or what?
So first of all, ads. That's the easy one. We're going to be taking small transaction fees from the payments that go from the employers to the students. So that would just be a small percentage. What else do we have?
We're also looking at promotion because a lot of companies are interested in promoting different programs with the universities. So if we can create different collaborations, bring in money from big companies that are hiring, that are looking to pick up students, interns. So we're hoping that will fund a lot of the different building and programs that we need to develop.
I think there's something missing. Recruitment is both a talent and data. Okay, you've got 3 national labs here that are getting paid monies from the federal government, the state government, to bring on board students and interns. We've got a ready-made market. How are they doing at that? They're not doing very well. It's not just the barrier of security clearances. You need introductions to those people and not to the HR people, to the business people there, and the community development people there, to show them how you can help them. So there's one area you're missing. Another area that you're missing is you're competing with some big boards. DICE has been doing this for a really long time. And what if you're trying to say is, I want to increase your speed to market by getting you tech people who are willing to learn hard. Yes, you're going to have to train some of them, but you partner them up with the experienced people that you're trying to bring on board. You will end up having some cost savings. Let me tell you what those are going to be. And you're going to use that cost savings to help me, and I'm going to help you. You're going to be a beta customer. You're missing the sell. The fact you got a stack of business cards, I still don't know how you're monetizing. Is it a percentage of salary? Is it line by line number of words? What is it? Because each company that does this kind of a board does it a little bit differently. I'm being a little hard on you because it's a great idea. I argue with people all the time about hiring student interns from UNM so we can keep people in the state, and what I get is they're not experienced enough. So, what are you going to do?
If I may, these are students that are starting, they're just now starting their careers, they're just getting started. And these are probably not businesses like the national labs. They'd be something here on Central, like a restaurant that needs a logo developed or a website developed. And if I could share with you, we did a survey of 44 students and got this data from them. So just an idea of what students think. And then Robert collected those business cards. So we're looking at both sides right now.
There's over 20,000 students registered here at UNM.
Still think you're missing part of the market. I want you to think about it. Sandia Laboratories has a great big space where they've got startups and they need people. And just recently the Air Force Research Laboratory announced they're going to do an Air Force Research Laboratory outside the fence. They're going to need people.
It's a good brand.
Yeah, it's a wonderful
I
idea.
get what you're doing with the brand.
Yeah.
So that's
I think
my
as
motion.
a small business owner, quite often we need somebody to come in and just do a small project or something like that. And I know so many times people come to me and they say, do you know anybody? And yeah, we're looking for an intern for 6 months. Do you know anybody? And then I write little emails around, well, do you know anybody? Do you know anybody? So-and-so's looking. So it would be good to be sure that this gets marketed to a lot of small business people who really do need inexpensive resources that they can take and let go of. And I think that would be, I really think you need to be very aggressive about finding out the small, especially small business people who would definitely need something.
Thank you guys.